Yes.
Let me share my screen here. Okay. So, right. So what we'll do is let's go and connect the server here. Go to this Object Explorer here on the left side. Go to connect. Click on this database engine. So I'm providing the server name and authentication and encryption plus server certificate. Click on connect here. Go to the databases here. So we'll have DB, right? PI 2801 2025. Let's click on this new query here. So what was the last session? What did we discuss in the last session? What did we discuss in the last session?
Discussed about the storage procedures.
So what do you mean by stored procedure then?
Means it is a set of pre-compiled
One,
set of
one, one,
statements.
one, 1 minute. Just hold on, Sangeeta. Can
Okay.
someone go ahead? What do you mean by stored procedure?
Means it is a set of
I
pre-compiled
told you to
sets.
hold on, huh? I've asked other
Oh,
people.
okay. Okay. It is
Can someone go ahead apart from Sangeeta? I see 22 members. So one person left now.
Yeah,
21.
these are the set of statements in which it executes and validates. We can use that stored procedure for multiple times.
So what happens if you use multiple times? What generally happens without stored procedure and with stored procedure?
It's like for query optimization and for performance, better performance, we can use this.
We can avoid repetitive tasks.
Still, how many types of parameters you have in stored procedure?
two types.
A stored procedure is used for repetitive purpose only, not for avoiding repetitive purpose. I've told you while you insert or update or delete, you write a statements, right? So every
I
time what
mean,
happens here, SQL Server engine is going to validate your SQL statement. To avoid that only, we'll create a stored procedure. That is called
yeah, I mean,
pre-compiled set
instead
of
of doing it
statements.
repetitively. Yeah.
And you are saying to avoid repetitive tasks. And store procedure is not used for performance tuning or increase the performance. No, that is not. For increasing performance, you need to tune your query. So 5 days were I didn't take for 3 days. I told I'll be away for 2 days, but third day was also I was away. So what you people were doing for all these 3 days? 3 and weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, Saturday, Sunday you went for something. Or Saturday was the 3 days plus 1, 4 days. If this is the way you learn, then I think there is nothing to teach you people. I can just give you the recordings and you can go through that recordings. I already have a previous batch videos. Let's. So other day we have seen something store poser. So I told store poser has got two types of parameters, that is input parameter and output parameter. Right? So we spoke. So input parameter we have seen, we are given some details in the input and we have seen. So other day I wrote some store poser. If you go to programmability here, store posers, we created some store poser here. right? So insert employee. So modify, or you can right click. So we have done this, right? So first time what we have done, without having commission, we have inserted. After that, we made that this change based on department number. We have inserted data here, right? This is what we have done. So here you see all these were part of your. So these were the parameters which are input parameters, right? So input is nothing but you provide parameters to the SQL server. That is to stored position, not for SQL, to the stored position. Now let's go and see what is this output parameter. Okay. So we have some table. We use some table right here. So in this stored position, modify here. Okay. So we have used emp underscore sp as a stored position. Let's go there. Select start from. Now try to execute here. Right. We have. So what I want to do is here, I will pass here. I'll pass the ID of employee. Based on that, I want to get the salary of that person. So I can write like this, right? Select salary from emp underscore sp. So emp underscore sp is a table name where ID equal to 2 here. So when you execute here, so you get this salary, right? So if you see here, this mean, right? So I'll pass this ID value there. Okay, ID value. So I need to get a salary of that particular person. Okay. So what would be input here? Input parameter will be ID and output parameter will be salary of employee. So this is what. Okay, let's go there. Right. So I told you for input parameter, you need to, for input parameter, remember, input parameter, we need to provide value. Output parameter, store poser will return value. Right. Let's go and use this. Right now, let's go to the store poser here. Create procedure sp underscore get sal at the rate emp underscore id int at the rate emp underscore sal decimal 18 comma 2 output. So when you are specifying that parameters out, you need to definitely say as out here. For input, you need not tell. So here you see emp underscore id is int data type. So I'm not saying int. So when I don't say int, it by default is input parameter. But in case of output parameter, you need to say that's out here. So you see the parameter name and data type here and type of that parameter, that is output. Okay. Just go as begin end here. Okay. Right. Just see now. Right now. So let's see now what will happen. Select. So sal from emp underscore sp table where id equal to at the rate emp id. So this parameter you are defining it here. But this output parameter you are defined. This output parameter. Are you defining anywhere? Here you are selecting sal, right? Here you are selecting sal here from this table. When you are selecting. So that sal should be assigned to this parameter, output parameter. See here. That's all. Right? So we told this output parameter. So you are assigning, we told emp underscore is output. And for that parameter, you are assigning this sal here. Okay? Right. Now let's go and execute here. That's all. It will return the value. I'm not writing a return statement here. Store poser will not have any return statement. So whenever you say this parameter out, that value will be automatically returned by the store poser here, because for that parameter you assigned value of sal to this output parameter where you are defined as parameter as output. Now let's see. Okay, so how do you pass the values to this? Now let's go here. So because this has got input parameter, output parameter, right? Input parameter, output. Now let's go. Declare. Okay. Now iterate id int. Now sal, right? Iterate sal decimal 18 comma 2. So we declare. Let's go and set the value, because for input we need to pass value, right? So that for that we have to set a value to that id. Let's go here. Set iterate id is equal to 1. Right? Na? Right? Now how do you execute? Exe. Now give this store poser name, and we need to pass this output, right? We need to pass this input value. So we have id. Take this id, give it here, comma. So we have got output parameter. So I'm passing this sal here. Right? Na? So when you're passing, what you need to tell, because it is defined as output here. So you need output in store poser. So you need to specify here also output. This is coming as this. Okay, let's see. Is this store poser name right? Yeah. Now, so here input parameter. So we have defined an input parameter and assigned. And here you have output parameter. Right? So here you have. Right? So for that, I'm making this as output. Right? So now the value from the value which is assigned to this variable, that is parameter, this will return to what? From the store poser to the sal as output. Both are output only, because here why you are specifying output, because here also second parameter is output parameter. So that is the reason you have declared as output here. Right? Now let's go. Now try to print that sal. Understood? Why I'm doing this output, why I'm declared this is output here? Because the store poser second parameter is also output. That is the reason I have defined as output here. Otherwise, it will take as input. So because this store poser has got output here, so that is the reason I'm defined as output here. And here it is input. So this has got input here. Right? And you have got sal. Now let's go. So now try to print. So got this sal, Now try to go to ID2 here. Now try to execute here. 2344. Go with 3. 3456.76. Go with 5. Right? So here what happens, here the parameter that you are passing this sal, right? Here, sal as output will get replaced here with this. Will get replaced. And here also this is getting, so sal will get, so here it will become sal, because you are defined this as sal output here. Okay, so this is what. So first thing, how to define the parameters here. So we defined it. and I've set input. The only thing what we have done is here we have declared output. Why? Because second parameter of store procedure output, that is the reason we have defined here. And here this output parameter have assigned value from column of a table, right? Why? Because we told output here and this will return. So that has returned to this sal here. Or else you can do like this also, because you are defining sal at the rate output parameter, you are passing to that store procedure. So that this value will get replaced here. Will get replaced. You can understand like that also. Okay. So this is how now you have seen. So input is easy, but in case of output only, you need to declare the parameter. Then you need to define here, and you need to say that parameter is output. If at all you don't say parameter is output, it doesn't work out. You see here, I'm removing this output. It's good here. Did you see? Nothing is coming here. Why? Because system doesn't know. System will treat this sal as input only, not as output. You will not get the value now. So you can see here, nothing value is assigned. So you should put here as output here. If you don't put as output, so system will not take as output parameter, you don't get a value. Now try to execute here. Okay, na? Absolutely fine. Absolutely. Right. Now let's go. Right. So you've seen. Now in store poser also, so we created this store poser. So here we have got some tables here. Let's go to these tables in databases here. Right. So we have got something. So we created the employee table, department table, right? So let's go here. So in the previous sessions we created. So let's go to the employee table here. Let's take this one or something, employee info something. Employee underscore info. Now try to execute here. So you got, similarly you got select start from depot and depart underscore info. Now try to execute here. Right now. So you got these two. You got these two tables, right? Right now. You got these two tables. Now I also in store pose also you can use the joins and you can use group by also. So let's go and do that. So let me go here. I write some select statement. Select start from employee underscore info e inner join depart underscore info d here on e dot department number equal to d dot department number. Right? Let's go here. You have got this, right? You have got. So I'll take only the required one. So I'll take e dot sal and e dot department number. That's all. I don't want any other. Okay. So I'll take this query. I'll go to new query window. Okay. So I can do group by, right? Group by. Right now. So if I execute here, it will break. Why? Why this is breaking here? Anyone? Why is that breaking? We have done this now. I've told why it's breaking.
We don't have the group in group group by statement. We
Group
have
by.
it in select, but not in group by.
Yes, because we have not used any, because the group functions that we are using, that is, what is that group function? What is that group by mean? We are not using, you were saying something. We are not using Dinesh, you said something?
I said we grouped it, but in the select statement we have two columns, but we didn't group it.
So for that, what we need to do?
We can add the same column in group by function. Then we can get it in group.
So I've used the same the column that I've used here. I'm using it here, right? So what is the problem now?
Salary you haven't added in group by.
Yeah. Salary.
Salary we should add in group, yeah.
Means whatever it comes in the select statement, we have to get in group A, right?
So what happens then? So what will happen? What are the columns in group clause should be part of select statement.
Yeah.
So what will happen?
It
First,
won't
it
include,
will provide.
it won't include the column in the.
Hmm?
It won't include the column in.
As you told, I'll include this also.
No, everything that has to be in the group by column should not be in the select. I mean, everything in the select column should not be in the group by, but the column which we are doing group by, it should be in the select statement.
Yeah.
So the statement is correct.
Right.
Like,
This is right.
no,
So someone was saying that all the columns which are part of selection should be part of group by.
I don't know the error, but this is not the
No,
error.
answer is coming. You are not throwing error, na? You are getting answer. Is this right? Nothing error has come.
Yeah,
What statement I made is so columns which are part of group by clause should be part of select statement. This is statement what I made when I'm saying the group by or aggregate function. So here I'm using these all, this one, this column as part of group. So that is that column you have.
yes.
So right, group by is right, but it is failing here. Why it is failing? All the columns of select statement should not be part of group by. That is what the reason it's failing. Dinesh, Jayasima.
Yes, sir. Actually,
Huh.
group by, even the error is saying the same thing. It's saying that not
What?
everything is included from select.
So in group by, what will do in group or aggregate?
When you're doing aggregating in group by, we have to get each and every column that is selected in select statement.
What do you mean by group by or aggregate? What you will have in group by or aggregate functions?
Functions like sum, minimum.
Sangeeta, just hold on.
Okay.
What we'll have in aggregate or group by? Guys, I've told you much examples. I've told you using department number, using city. I've told using sex. I made with department number. Then I made department number and city. I made with department number and with sex. I told with department number, sex, city wise and sex. These all examples I've told you. Just go and see the video. I showed you first with Excel. I told how does grouping works in SQL. I opened the Excel sheet. I put the data there. We have had department number, city, sex, and I've put all the combination. I've told these all. And the error that we are getting here, right? We got this error while doing our group by clause also. The error that you are getting here. The error that we are getting here, this statement, leave over this column, this statement which is not, it is not contained either group or aggregate function. We got this error also. I don't know what your people are doing it. So whenever you use group by clause right here, group by clause. So you have used, but where is the function used here? Did you use any function here? So we have got functions, right? Min, max, sum, average, count. These are the functions. These functions, whenever you are using group by clause, that clause, whenever you're using this group by clause here, that select statement should contain one of the function in the select statement. So here I've got group by EMP department number. So I've got this, but I'm using this sal also. Where I'm using when I'm using that e dot sal, is that I'm using any function with that column? I'm not used. That is the reason why it is getting failed there. Okay. Now you execute here, you are getting. Now go to this, because here you have used group by clause. So here you have this column is not part of group by clause because I want to use part of function there. Go here. As total cell. Now try to execute. You got it. So this you can write in a stored poser here. Procedure SP get salary by department number as begin end. I'm telling you, if at all you are not able to get this, you will not able to understand Azure. I'm telling you. When I've told these all in details, when you are not able to get this, you will not able to understand Azure Data Factory or Databricks. Those would be much complicated. It's all up to you. I told you in the first only that I'll not ask any question, the people who attend. But when the topic comes, so these all are interrelated. I'll definitely ask that question. Then I'll come to know whether you have done or not. Okay? Sure. It's all up to you. I've created this store poser. Now just go there. Now try to run this store poser. So you'll have this store poser. Get sal, this all. Now go to new query here. Take the store poser name. Now pxec, and this store poser doesn't take any parameters, so we not pass. Now try to execute here. Right, you got Sally and department wise. Okay, right. So we have seen how do you pass input, how do you pass the output also. Okay, right, good. So I've told you how to make using joins, and how I've told you how to do grouping also. And other day we have seen inserting data, and we have used the select statement also. Taken, right? Now let's go here. Let me close this all. Right. Now we can even delete. So we can use delete statements also. Delete, update, get this all. So here select start from. So we have got SP EMP underscore SP table here. These all, right? These all. So how do you update the data here? So we generally write, right? We generally write update EMP underscore sal EMP underscore SP set sal is equal to sal into 10 by 100, where department equal to 10. So sal plus, so because here we need to get commission, na? So yeah, sal into 10. So this is commission, right? For 20%, 30%. Update EMP, SP, set commission 20 by 100, where department equal to 22. Update EMP underscore SP, set commission sal, where department number equal to 30. Right? No? This is where you want to update the commission. So instead of writing these three statements multiple times, so here the parameter you see here, department 10, department 20, department 30, right? So can I go and write a store poser which takes parameter based on that I can update? So just here, new query, create procedure, SP, update commission. So I'm passing for this, what I'll do, I'll pass the department number, whether department number int as begin end year. If rate department number equal to 10, begin end year. Else if department number equal to 20, begin end. Else right? No? This is right. Now let's go take this statement. I put it here, right? No? Can I? Yes, you can go and do that. Take this one. So instead of writing it multiple times, I'm doing it in a single time here. Multiple statements writing here. Right? No? So I'll take this parameter, I'll put it here. Absolutely fine. No? Now try to execute this. I have created a store. Just go there. So just refresh this. Okay. Now take this one. EXEC 10 department. So if you run this 10 department, so here 20 department doesn't have. Let's see, right? This person doesn't have commission, right? These all have. These all already have got. But we don't want to update for the people who we want to update only the people who doesn't have commission, not for the people who have commission here. Because this will also get changed here. So what do you need to go there? Right? And so here you need to, so we created here, right? Assume like we created, we closed it. Now I'll take this, right click here. Script store poser as create to new query window. So you create it. Okay, now what do you need to do? I want to make some changes here. You created. So what do you need to do here? So store poser is already created, but you want to make changes. So you need to use some alter. Alter is a keyword used to make change of the stored poser, right? So here what I'll do, and Sal, so commission is null. I want to update only for that columns. Commission is null and commission is null. Not for all the table, for all not for all the records. I want to update only for these people. Right, no? Right? Yes. Now let's go. So we made this change. So I've not executed. So if you want, will make this as 50%. This will make as 60%. Sorry, this is 10 department. Here we make 60% here. That is 50. This is 60. This is 70. Okay. Why? Because here already we have 10, this person was getting 4,677.78 is getting 10%. 13,347.78 is getting 20%. 14,000.78 is getting 30%. So to see whether only these records are updating or these also, that is the reason I made. Okay. Right. So here we made these changes. So let's execute here because we made the changes. These changes has to get affected in SQL Server engine. So I'm executing here. So commands completed successfully. Now just go, let's go here. Now try to execute this stored cursor. One row affected. Now let's go. So we are given around 50%. So did you see here? 1,234.56 has got half. So this was still same, right? Why? Because this commission was already existing. So we put a condition like which commission where department number is 10 and commission is null. Right? So now let's go here. Let's give for 20 department. Execute this. Now go for 30. Execute here. Right? You got it. So these were existing as it is because we were working with only the columns which are null. So here we are doing insert separately, update separately, delete separately, select separately. But in real time when you work, no? So you might write all the statements here in one single stored procedure. You might select the data, then update the data, then insert the data or delete the data or group a data at the end. So stored procedure might contain thousands of lines also. Okay? So this is what is your stored procedure. So tomorrow we'll work with functions from tomorrow. So functions has got, in functions we have two types of functions here. Functions. We'll have user defined functions and system defined functions. So these all. So tomorrow we'll talk about system defined. Then day after tomorrow we'll talk about user defined. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have session. I feel like tomorrow is Makar Sankranti. Sorry, tomorrow is Shivaratri, but we'll have session tomorrow. Okay. I was away for 3 days, so there's no question of not having tomorrow. Any doubts here? Guys, please go through those all videos. Okay, na? Whatever I told you, na, if at all you go for 2 to 3 times, it would be very much helpful for you. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll connect again tomorrow.
Thank you.